Hi students, welcome back to the class which is discussing about energy. Today, let us start the class with the topic sound energy. Sound energy is the movement of energy through a substance such as air or water in the form of waves. It is produced when a force causes an object or substance to vibrate. For example, vocal sound energy is created when expelled air from our lungs passes through the vocal folds. Then, when you strike a drum, the membranes of the drum vibrates and produces energy. When this energy strikes our eardrums, the eardrums vibrate and we hear it as sound. Next kind of energy that we are going to discuss is magnetic energy. The energy stored in magnets are called magnetic energy. This is a kind of magnets. Magnets are available in different shapes and sizes. The magnets shows attractive and repulsive property. The magnets can attract or repel objects due to the energy stored in them. Magnetic energy of large magnets is used to separate iron from scrap with the help of an electromagnetic crane. Next kind of energy that we are going to discuss is nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is the energy stored inside an atom by the forces that hold together the nucleus of the atom. When the nucleus of an atom splits or when two nuclei of different atoms combine, a large amount of energy is released in the form of heat and radiation. This energy is called nuclear energy. In nuclear plants, nuclear energy is used to generate electricity. It uses uranium fuel to produce steam for generating electricity. This is an inside look from one of the nuclear power station. We have discussed about different kinds of energy. These energies can be easily transferred from one form to another. For example, light energy of sun is transferred to chemical energy of food during photosynthesis. Then, light energy of sun is transferred to electrical energy. So, when one form of energy is transferred to another form, it is known as transformation of energy. That is, transformation of energy can be defined as the change of one form of energy into another. Other examples are when an electric bulb is switched on, electrical energy changes into heat and light energy. The elastic potential energy of the stretched elastic of a catapult get transformed into kinetic energy of the pellet released from the catapult. When a car engine runs, the chemical energy of the fuel transformed into kinetic, heat and sound energy. The water stored in dams possess potential energy which gets transformed into kinetic energy while falling. This kinetic energy is used to rotate the blades of turbines that produce electrical energy with the help of generators. So when water is stored in dam, it has potential energy. When it is falling onto the blades of turbines, it possesses kinetic energy. When the water falls on the blades of turbines, it will rotate and results in rotational kinetic energy. Here Ke represents kinetic energy. Then with the help of generators, rotational kinetic energy is transferred into electricity or electrical energy. Since this electricity is produced from water, it is known as hydroelectricity. These are few examples for energy transformation. If we are observing around us, we can see many other examples. Even though the energy is transformed from one form to another, the total amount of energy remains constant. This is the principle of law of conservation of energy. I will repeat once again. The principle of law of conservation of energy is in an energy transformation, the total amount of energy remains constant. How this total energy is remaining constant means consider a point A which is at height A from the ground on the tree. Since the fruit is at some height, its potential energy is maximum there. So, at A, total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Here TE represents total energy, KE represents kinetic energy, and PE represents potential energy. And now let us just assume that this kinetic energy, we know it is at some height, it is now moving, so its kinetic energy is zero, because kinetic energy is the energy which is produced due to some movement, right? And potential energy means due to raised height or raised position. So here potential energy is maximum and kinetic energy is minimum. So let's consider like kinetic energy is 0 and potential energy is 10. So total energy is equal to 10 joule at the point A. Now, when the fruit is falling, its potential energy decreases and its kinetic energy increases. So, at point B, which is near the bottom of the tree, the fruit is falling freely under the gravity and it is at some height from the ground. So, here it has more kinetic energy and little potential energy. So, total energy will be like if kinetic energy is 6 and if potential energy is 4, then again it will having same energy. The total sum of kinetic and potential energy, that is total energy, is remaining constant. Now when the fruit is falling to the bottom and if it is point C, potential energy is getting converted into kinetic energy. So here total energy is equal to kinetic energy. Why? Because here potential energy is converting to kinetic energy. So we can write total energy is equal to kinetic energy, that is same as 10 joule. So this is how the energy is remaining constant. The law of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another. Other examples for law of conservation of energy is that motion of a car in a roller coaster. When the car is at the top of the coaster, it has its maximum potential energy. When the car is at the bottom of the coaster, it has its maximum kinetic energy. When the car is going up and coming down, the potential and kinetic energies readily changes from one form to another. The law of conservation of energy is true for all forms of energy. Whenever one form of energy disappears, an equivalent amount of energy in another form appears. So always be energetic, maintain your mental and physical energy, and stay safe and happy. Thank you.